Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Jeanette Byro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. It is Friday. I am tired this Friday. I don't know about you, but the moon energy was rather intense. Very good. I want to say good, like intense, but good, but it was a lot. Just felt really tired. All the back to school prep for many of you that are parents. I recognize that that's probably a big thing for you as well. Just an energetically productive, but tired week. I find myself tired today, but very satisfied in my heart, if that makes sense. So I don't know, maybe some of you are feeling that. And if you're not, even better. If you're not tired, even better. So let's see what the messages are. I'm really curious because Wednesday, Thursday was really neat how Spirit wanted to come in and really kind of open up that can of different races and so on. I have to say, I don't know if there's a continuation of that message today. Today feels like something different, something new, something like next step, next thing on the list. Almost like Spirit's going through this list, this checklist. That's kind of what I'm feeling. All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to finish out the week with the same deck, the Light Seers Tarot. And we're going to give it a good shuffle here. I think one more will do it. Okay. Feels about right. Let's see. What do we have for Friday here, Spirit? They're talking about abundance where the rivers flow. Feels very metaphorical to me rather than like an actual river. Abundance where the rivers flow. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I like this. Okay, so first thing out of the gate. Sorry about that. I made some noise there. Moon card. So this moon energy has been intense and it is still intense. Always 3 days before and 3 days after a moon, there's an intense energy. Now the moon that we had on Wednesday was a super moon, meaning closest to the earth. It's a blue moon, meaning the second full moon in August. Big intensity in that. Also a moon in Pisces, a water sign, a home sign for the moon. So there's a big emphasis on this moon energy still. Kind of nice to hear, for me at least, because I'm like, okay, good. Yes, the moon is still having an impact. This energy, it's interesting. I was talking to my kids about it today. The energy of the moon can highlight things for you to see. Now, that's not always a negative. The moon energy can also highlight things for you to take advantage of, like a creative idea. It can highlight that. It can kind of bring it up from the depths and highlight it. It can also highlight things that you need to do or would be beneficial for you to do or to begin, or again, always the other ones of like clearing out something, traumas, old ideas, old narratives, the things that we always know. Moon energies help to shine a light on that, shine a light on what is under the surface. Moon energies help us rise to the surface and connect into a greater aspect of self. Another thing I want to mention with this is, this makes a lot of sense why I was saying the energy today feels like it's like the next thing on the list, because moons, full moons represent endings of cycles, right? It's a cycle that's over, starting a new cycle. So today we're literally cusping on new cycle energy as well. So many of you might be feeling that too, this new beginning, new cycle energy. Now, what I really like is we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So both of these really talk about where you're putting your time and your focus, what you're wanting to create in this new energy with the ending of one cycle. And we even have the entire moon cycle on this Eight of Pentacles card. This literally talks about that. So now wherever you are, whatever has surfaced for you from that moon energy, and now being a few days past the moon energy, still within it though, you might have a little bit more clarity about what it brought up for you. Again, both positive and negative, both light and dark. Now you have the ability to figure out where you're going to focus your intentions. What things came up for you to focus on. And so Seven of Pentacles talks about really choosing which part of your garden you wish to water. right? What things do you want to see grow in your physical world, your 3D physical world? What would you like to see grow? And then focus your time and intent on that with the Eight of Pentacles. So I really like this progression of like, you have the tools you need, or you have access to the tools you would need to start this next phase. This is really neat. This next phase here is really neat because it is, again, we have the Hierophant card. It is your higher self speaking through you. It is your spirit guides from the higher realms working with you to bring in this higher knowledge, higher understanding, higher intellectual, I'm hearing intellectual acuity. There's more information coming to you to download from spirit, but also to share and express. Again, like very usable energies coming down. So this really links to me with the moon, because whatever for you felt like it was trying to surface is trying to help you create the link to this higher realm info, either from your higher self, from your guides, from the higher realms, but something of you stepping into greater consciousness, greater purpose. And they're saying greater workability. So that's interesting, because then that brings me back to these cards. Greater ability to create on this planet. New phase energy. Now, what's really interesting is we also have the Four of Cups card. Now this card, as you can see, this girl on this card is really bored. She's really, really bored because she's like, oh my gosh, I'm waiting. You know, like these cups are empty. This one's almost empty. I'm so bored. Nothing's happening yet. Where is my thing? So this tells me that there are some of you that have been kind of waiting for this new phase energy. And there's either like a boredom or a feeling of stasis, or like this stagnant kind of energy where you're like, I don't know what's starting yet. What's starting? I feel it, but where is it? What is it? What's happening? This tells me the energy is just about to shift now. This new energy. So having this card here, Spirit is recognizing that some of you have been feeling this stasis. And again, for some of you, you're not. And with all messages, always take what resonates. But where you set your time and attention, instead of sitting in this energy of like, ugh, actively waiting, actively pursuing new things, reviewing what came up for you in the moon, helps you really embody this energy of the Hierophant. And that's what we're stepping into. This is the energy we're really cusping into now as we move past this moon. And this moon was really revolutionary for many people in the fact that, and Spirit just told me this only yesterday, in the fact that it really was like a culmination point for a lot of people, a strong, sturdy culmination point, so that now we are in fresh energy, new momentum, new movement forward. So I find that fascinating, and it makes a lot of sense to me too. So I do want to say too, if any of you are feeling really tired, kind of being in this energy of transformation post-moon, do allow yourself to rest, to recalibrate, recuperate, spend time in nature if you can. I mean, if you are not in nature and you can't get there, pull in the energies from my parents' garden here. This is just such a serene place, and I'm sending a whole bunch of it to all of you. So recalibrate where you need, and then get excited about this new energy moving forward. And this new energy is really going to speak to you in your heart space, your intuitive space. Again, I talked about it on the September energy update on Monday on my podcast. So if you missed it, you'll want to check it out. The intuitive space within us is really big. The moon also represents our intuition, so there's a big link there. Feel into your intuition for where you need to be, what you need to focus on, and what's next in your journey. So I will leave that with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Please do share and subscribe if you haven't already. And I so look forward to connecting with all of you. Last thing I want to say, I am hosting a Lightworker Mentorship Level 1, where I will help you dive into exploring your gifts and abilities, your mediumship, your psychic gifts and abilities. It's a 4-week course every Sunday, and it starts October 1st. So you can check that out and sign up at avalonspirit.com under the course selection there. And I sure hope to see you there. So have a good one, everyone. I'll see you on Monday.